Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of a gaming podcast, episode 115. Steve, how are I know it's crazy, right? The fact that we're over 100 episodes is absolutely a huge accomplishment. But like, remember 15 in, we're like, all right, 200's on the way, you know? So
we're on that way for sure.
Exactly. Steve, how are you doing? I see that Tom Nook has hired you and everything.
I am, yes. I'm resident representative Steve today because I have been, since the new update, I have been logging into my island pretty much every single day. We were just talking about it off stream. We were like, we should talk about this on the podcast. So I'll recap a little bit. But unfortunately, with the 3.0 update, it was the first time I'd opened up Animal Crossing in probably about 4 years. Because, like, Marcel, when was the last time you touched your island before the update?
So, when I launched it after the 3.0 update and the Switch 2 edition came out, I got called out a lot. By whoa, Marcel, I haven't seen you in 4 years, 59 days.
I was so afraid of that shame. I just don't know if I could have taken it.
Like, oh my god, you guys were counting how long you haven't seen me. Like, but I got called out. It was 4 years and like 52 days or something.
Wow. Okay. For me, unfortunately, I did not have that.
No one left.
Oh, no one left. Wow.
No one left. No one.
How many cockroaches did you have to stomp out?
So I think those, like, no matter what, like if it's like a long time, like the maximum of 10.
Oh, it's 10. Okay. I do like the fact that it tells you once it's like you're done, that it's like, okay, you've cleared them all out, which is like, great.
Oh, your house.
That also you don't find one just randomly.
Yeah, but like a lot of the rooms doubled up on them, and I have.
I see.
I want a squishing fee. And I look at how sad my room is because I mean, like, decorated is just, it's such like a dude's place. Like, I'll just throw a couch here.
Yeah.
Blender on the floor for some reason. Like, it's just such like, I'll decorate this. Like, it needs a designer's touch.
I hear that. I sadly did not have that luxury. Although I am at the house I have is very, very sparse. I think I have like 3 pieces of furniture in each room currently, total. But I unfortunately was not lucky. I did not get my old island back. There was some weird Nintendo asinine way to save your island. So unfortunately mine, I had to start from scratch, which was fine. I wasn't too super disappointed. I mean, it would have been nice to be able to at least get my progress back, because I would have had at least a bunch of it, and a bunch of my tools and all that stuff back, and I would have been fine. Like, I would have been shamed, but for leaving, but it would have been. I would have. That would have been like a sad, disappointed 5 minutes, and then it'll be fine after that. Yeah. But I had to start over, and thankfully, actually on stream, I was so sad that I couldn't do it. That one of my viewers in chat basically was like, "You should do like a Bell Fund Me," and I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious,
that's wild."
Yeah. So I decided the next day I was going to stream again. I'm going to do, like, I called it a Go Bell Me, and I just had people coming into my island once because the airport was open, and they just came and helped me out and dropped off a bunch of resources, a bunch of tools, a bunch of recipes, gave me a bunch of bells. I got like 3 million bells from chat, and basically it was just like I got to kickstart pretty much my island. So I'm about day 5 and 6. I've been checking in every day. I've already unlocked a second room into my house. My museum should be built today. Haven't logged in yet. My store is already open. And it's just, everyone else has a house. I only have 2 residents right now. I have, what's his name? I think it's Rocco and Shari. Rocco is like the fitness dude that wants to be able to like work out.
I think I had Rocco. I was like, it's time for you to leave this island, buddy.
I didn't mind him. I mean, he's fine. He's all right. And then Shari is kind of like so basically they're both like apes. Like one, but like Rocco is like the ape, and then Shari is the chimp. And so she's like just likes to be cozy and garden, I guess, and that's her thing. So
so I guess from your perspective as well, I'm also kind of curious if someone picks up this game, is the hotel available?
No, it's not yet, because you need to get, I think you need to unlock Cap'n, which I don't have yet. And you need to also, I think it's like you have to have like a 3-star rating of your island. If I remember correctly from looking at the like instructions.
Home.
of your home. Yeah,
I think it's your home. Yeah, that's right.
So
it's practicing out the house, basically.
Yeah. So, but it's like, so I haven't unlocked any of that. I will say I do have the Switch 2 version. I'm like, as soon as I beat it up, I like booted it up. Like, I know that like the game will look okay before.
The game looks fine on the Switch 1 and everything, version, but like
I can definitely see the difference. I can definitely see the quality difference. Yeah. There's just things that has a lot more detail than I remember from the Switch 1. So I definitely noticed that. That's been the main thing I've noticed of the 3.0 Switch 2 edition of Animal Crossing.
For me, is the boot up time. Because I forgot. I watched a comparison video.
Yes, you're right. Yeah,
of someone like launching the game, and I forgot how long it used to take. I was like, oh my god! Like was one guy. I think he waited like 40 seconds to maybe 30 seconds while the Switch like launched like within 15 seconds. I was like, oh my god, did it really take this long? Because it's practically loading your whole world.
Sure.
So that way it doesn't like load, like if you're going to the west side of the island, or is that loading in? It loads everything. It has to remember what you had, what you put it. So it's literally put everything back in, and the only time it loads is when you're going to like a room, but like it's like a very small load for that one. So that's why it always takes for so long. And one thing I kind of wish that I don't know. So did you try like the Nintendo Switch 2 features of like the having 12 people on your island feature?
No, I decided. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. I had the option to open up my island, but it did like it had like a little Switch 2 logo beside opening up for 12.
Yeah,
I decided to go with when I was doing everyone coming to my island to give me stuff. I figured probably not everyone was upgrading to the Switch 2, which I mean, I think if you have a Switch 2, it's like an easy upgrade. It's $7 Canadian. It's so cheap. It's just and you get the benefit of whatever improvements and that the devs made for it. So I just basically just opened up to a regular regular island for anyone who is on a regular Switch. So but I had the option, and so I have not tested out to see how well 12 people can handle it in an island. I did notice that again, like the way that the bringing people over, it still takes forever because you still have to go
that's one of the things I was gonna bring up is and nothing, even with the Switch 2, it still does it. Okay, I wanted to test it out, even if I had like one person on, like, because I have a shout outs to Heather if she ever listened to this. If not, let her know. I did it like, hey, you gotta find the part I mentioned your name in the episode, Heather. but she came over to my island. I want to test out a couple of things, and it's still, and she has a Switch too, and it's still like logged like the whole airplane.
It did that too.
It still did that. So
what was great was because
she left and everything. So
like it was great because because I was streaming all of that when people were coming over, I basically just kind of took that time to basically like pretend I was the pilot of the airplane as they were landing. So I literally changed my
Go XLR and
everything. I did this. Hold on.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying DAL Airlines, and we're just about to descend. We have a very VIP guest arriving today, and if it's your first time to arrive to the island, welcome back. If this is your home, welcome home.
I was wondering if someone could like get delayed. Be like, oh, hey, this flight's delayed. This flight's delayed, man. They might be an hour behind or something like that. So, but it's
good. It's been a fun update.
Yeah. And then
do you have the hotel yet?
So the hotel just showed up for me like right off the bat. So but I didn't do much. I literally just walked in just to see how it looked, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was pretty much clearing out my island of all the weeds and
it's a maintenance to do basically.
So the last time I used this was actually for a charity event. It's for a Canadian cable company called Shaw. We used to have Shaw up here, but now they're more like West Coast. They did a charity event where the number of trees you plant in a game, like so it could be Stardew, Animal Crossing, they will plant in the real world.
So your island was covered in trees. My island was
covered with trees. I was like, what? And I was still wearing the Shaw shirt and the hat.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh yeah, that's the last time I played this game and everything. So It was just
I love
filled with
that.
trees of like trees that are still waiting to grow, but most of them can't grow because there's not enough room next to them. But I was like, it doesn't matter. I think I planted like at least like 300 and something trees in that day or
Oh
something
my
like that. They gave me
gosh!
like,
Wow.
I think because they gave me like an hour or 2 hours to plant as many trees as I can to like add to the total. So
wow.
yeah, it was that was the last. So there's a lot of trees that like I had to pluck out. I had a lot of money trees as well. So
there you go. Okay,
so
that helps.
and I bought some stuff as well, and I saw some Lego pieces I could buy. I haven't bought them yet, so
I
must be honest. I haven't been to my island since then. So
okay.
So they're gonna be like, "Yo, where have you been, man?"
I bought the Lego one of the Lego wallpapers and one of the Lego floors, kind of make it look more like modern. I didn't want to use the multicolored stuff. I haven't bought any of the multicolored like multiple color bricks sort of things, and I think it just looks ugly to me anyway. But it's and I also bought like a Mario suit. I know that's been in the game for a minute, but
it's been in the game. But you actually needed, I think, like an amiibo for it.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
So they made that stuff available for everyone now. You needed,
I guess, because it's in
for that Mario stuff. I can't remember.
I guess because it was in the Nook shop, so I was able to one time log the ATM. So I was able to get that. And like so in the hotel, did you check out because is that the one that has the bar or the pub in there?
Unless it extends later on, because I was only given like one room to decorate first.
I see. Okay.
And I was like, I'll do this later, and then it's been a couple days.
Gotcha.
We'll get to it.
I forgot that there was a DLC that allowed you to be able to go to another island and design the resort that was there. I was like, where did you unlock that? Like I said, it's been a while, so I have no idea if we can still do that.
And there's a dream world now too.
Yes, yeah. So. Which is, I've yet to be able to access any dream world stuff or whatever. I can't fall asleep yet and do whatever. The only thing I've been able to fall asleep to is when unlock the next day.
Time, honestly. That's your current enemy right now, because like you have all this stuff, all these recipes, but then you have to wait for a full day to end.
Yeah. I mean, I know I could do the cheat of time travel, but I'm cool right now with just like, now that I've got everything organized, I've got storage to be able to put stuff in, so I can do that.
And you can fly to other places too.
I can fly if I want. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to probably do that at some point soon, so I can start getting
if you have other people like viewers watching, or you can visit their, like, especially people in the UK, you're like, let me go over there and then fly back and everything. So
I'm looking forward to kind of keeping, like, I'm interested enough to keep going and just do that, chill out and just do it like once a day. This weekend it was great. I basically just turned on some lo-fi music, drank a cup of coffee in the morning, and just did stuff on my island, and it was nice and chill and cozy. It was great.
Yeah, I see. Sometimes I see you pop in. I'm like, on my Switch, I was like, oh, he's playing Animal Crossing. All right,
I see you. I see you when you pop in too. Yeah,
a little late night. Like, let me just check something before I go to bed. So. But yeah, that's it's been interesting. I know a lot of people weren't happy with the update, but I think it's just like the hardcore like fans. Like I feel like there's a
definitely
lot
was, yeah. Because if you're not into decorating rooms, which is kind of like the hotel's the main thing. Like I know it's like the whole, like when I looked at it and read it, it's basically like they give you a bunch of furniture items and you have to design the rooms for the hotels and stuff like that. But like, so I know that's kind of the main attraction for it, and then there's just the quality of life updates that they did. But for me, it's enough that I like it and can keep going. So
how are you doing?
Oh, we can't hear you.
There you go. We'll never know how her Animal Crossing island is.
No, not at all.
Her island sunk.
Oh, we heard something.
I think she restarted the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Yep, we can.
Is this the right mic?
That's right.
That's the right one.
Okay, cool. Confession. This is my confession. In the wise words of Usher, I have a confession.
Is this going to be a multiple part confession, or are we talking? Okay.
This is confession part 1. I haven't played Animal Crossing.
Oh my god!
Wait, ever or just not recently?
Not New Horizon. Like I've never.
Oh, you never jumped into that through the pandemic. Wow.
I'm truly surprised by this.
Harvest Moon, and then I got into Stardew, and I refused to jump into Animal Crossing because way back when, I forgot, was it New Leaf for GameCube, I think?
Yeah.
I was like so attracted to like, oh, real time, like it's using the clock from the real day, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't have a GameCube, and I think that hurt me. That like it's just traumatic thinking of it because I really wanted a GameCube, obviously for Zelda, but also for Animal Crossing. And then because I didn't have a GameCube to play, I just said I'll never play an Animal Crossing ever again.
Oh wow. Okay.
But
That
I've
is
really
the
been
dumbest
thinking about it
reasoning I've
because
ever heard in
of-
my life. I'm calling you on that reasoning is so dumb. I blame Sony for killing the Dreamcast because I had a little hand in it, and that's my vendetta for never buying a PlayStation 2. But then this Animal Crossing makes no sense.
That's
you
like
personally didn't get a GameCube, and you're like, I hate Animal Crossing because of that. That is
that's like never playing Halo because you never had an Xbox and you refused to let an Xbox original console.
No, I don't want to know what I missed out on. Actually, no, I'm curious about I think the reason why I didn't get a GameCube too, because I think my parents got me a PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 was it? 3 at the time?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it wouldn't have been. It would have been
It was
2.
still 2. It was still
it would've
2.
been 2.
Yeah.
I think I got a PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And then they're like, whoa. Remember the N64 and how expensive those games are? And you got a PlayStation 2. It's like, chill, kid. And then I was like, but I want a GameCube. Yeah.
Our family, we went from Nintendo, like NES to Super NES to Sega Genesis. And then we skipped the N64 and GameCube altogether. And we went straight to PS2. And the only reason why we got the PS2 was because I had just got a job working at a call center, and they decided to send because it was just opening up. And it was funny because I was living in Owen Sound, that I just moved there, and it was the first job I got out of high school. And they were like, okay, we're sending you down to basically what was my hometown, because that's where the main headquarters was. And we're going to put you up. We're going to put you up for 6 weeks in a hotel while you do training. And I was like, wow, okay, I'm going back home just for 6 weeks by myself. And one of my the friends I made along there, we decided to go and rent a gaming console to set up in our hotel room. And we got a PS2, and we found out, PS2s can play DVDs.
Yeah.
So I convinced my parents to be like, we should get one because it could have a DVD player.
Media
Exactly. Yeah. It was great because that was the thing that convinced it. It was like, oh, we get a console and we also get to get our first DVD player, basically.
Yeah. And remember the good old days of trying to convince our parents to get us things?
Yeah, right.
And going to Blockbuster and trying to convince them I need to rent multiple games.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You might even show them a little report card like, hey, I did good this week. Can I get something, please?
Yeah.
I think I remember winning like a hockey game, like a $15 gift certificate to Jumbo Video. And I think I used a part of that to actually rent a game. I didn't even it wasn't enough to be able to buy a game. But I had enough to rent one. And I think I can't believe I used that to rent a game. It's like, that's a waste of a gift certificate, but whatever.
I mean, it's worth it. If you got to experience a good, because
I don't remember the game. That's the thing. I wish I could remember it.
One of the, we're going off on a tangent, but I gotta ask, because 2 games come to mind. That's 2 great games that you've rented, or you borrowed from a friend. Or it wasn't yours to own, but you've experienced it, and you were like, "Oh, this is
Batman Vengeance for the PS2," because that was the game that we rented when we rented the system from Blockbuster. So there was that one, and I want to say, I think it was Blades of Steel was probably the
hockey game.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that game.
I remember we rented that quite a bit. When we were growing up. So yeah, I think that was one that we actually rented twice. Because we wanted to keep playing it. And it wasn't even back to back. It was just we played it, returned it, and then a little bit later we were like, let's rent that again. And then we totally did, and it was great.
Yeah.
How about you, Marcel?
I think mine was Tiny Toons Adventure. That Capcom game.
Mm-hmm.
That one was real. I don't know why I was hooked. That or Chip and Dale. I was hooked on those games.
Oh, yeah, the Disney afternoon ones,
and then
Tailspin, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like specifically like those two.
There's a really good Looney Tunes game that came out on, I want to say like Game Boy Color or something like that. And you can be Lola Bunny. It's a platformer. You can be Lola Bunny and her ears spin to give you like a.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And you collect carrots, anyways. But for me, it was definitely Clay Fighter.
Oh, I remember.
Wow. Okay.
Clay Fighter is a game I rented, and I was like, "This is amazing." And then it was Super Mario RPG, which I didn't know. Hey, you guys know I'm like a very forgetful person. I was also a very forgetful kid, so I didn't remember the name of the game. But I got to the point where like Mario, he kind of gets like drunk. And it like fascinated me. Like I was like, whoa, what is this Nintendo game? And then I had to, it was late returning it. My bad. And then I had to return it. And then I forgot the name of the game. So then
That happened a lot to me too.
After I would go back and be like, what was this game? What was this Nintendo game? What was this? And it was Super Mario RPG.
Remember when stores had like one copy or two copies of something?
Yes.
You're like, oh my, I have to be there first. I got to be there 9 a.m.
Also,
try to hide it behind.
You put it on the other shelf.
oh yeah, it's gonna be able to rent it later. Yeah. I've done that too for stuff. Do you remember like also like the fun part of going to rent a video game was going to the, like whatever they had as a like an arcade, the demo. Yeah. I remember playing Pokemon for the first time that way through the N64. I remember that, and then I also I remember, actually it's funny, I was going for a job interview at Toys R Us, and it was right at a time when the GameCube was about to come out, and they just happened to have a demo station. And I remember playing Luigi's Mansion for the first time on GameCube. It's literally the only game I ever played on GameCube, because we never, same as you, we never bought it, we never got it. So and so I was like, but I had like a fond memory. It's like I didn't get the job. I never, I was never close to getting the job. But
like
you had Luigi Mansion.
He was just playing this demo the whole time. He didn't even come in.
I mean, no, I definitely, I was there early enough that I had time to play. That was basically it. But yeah, I remember I was kind of mad I couldn't get the job, because I was like, man, I could have kept going with my safe instead of Luigi's Mansion.
My save file. Bring your memory card.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
kind of curious about something here, because I know a lot of people, their favorite system is the PlayStation 2, which rightfully full, great library, thousands of games and everything, one of the top selling systems out there. But let's just take out the DVD phenomenon aspect. Would it still be the best console, or would PS3 edge it out?
No, PS2, because of the games.
Yeah.
I feel like
the library of games, definitely.
You can, like, there's also like, there was a huge boost due to the fact, like, hey, it's a DVD player as well, where I feel like
100%.
Where PS3, it's already been defined. DVDs are a little more common, still expensive, especially Blu-ray. But I feel like the games carried the PlayStation 3 more than the 2, maybe.
Well, because it wasn't fully advertised as like a media like console, right? It was like you could still play them.
3 was.
I thought 2 was. I remember 2 being like the selling factor.
I feel like 3 was really heavily focused on the DVD, and like
2, really,
it was like an add-on. But I think also, and like, I don't know what kids would do this. I think 2 was also easier to mod if these kids were like modding.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, because I remember with 2, I feel like that was like the age of mods and like console mods and stuff. PS1 as well.
In a Dreamcast, it was to like unlock region lock and like get like bootleg disc and everything.
Did PS3s allow for PS2 memory cards?
It had to, because it was backwards for the 2.
Was it? Because I don't remember if that was the reason why we just didn't upgrade to a PS3. Was because like all the games we had saves on memory cards. Like I remember I had like a pretty like huge garage from Gran Turismo 3.
GT3,
that it was like I was my prized possession. I have no idea where that memory card is now, but I remember it was like a bright yellow.
Oh my gosh. Can we talk about Gran Turismo and like how you would just your garage, like all the cars, it was like no one touch. I spent forever designing my cars. Like, do not mess with it. You had I had, I think, a red memory card, so I knew that one was mine. And like my cousins,
Mine was yellow, so that's what I remembered.
I would always take it out and like put in like a generic memory card so they can't mess with my files because I was like, you know, don't mess. And then when you would go against someone, you're like, let me get my memory card. Bam!
Oh my God,
I have my
that reminds me of like going to arcade and playing Initial D.
You're
like,
really?
Oh, hell yeah, yeah. Okay. I remember I remember like I think like probably the most like prized possession car I had in my garage was a cherry red Viper. And it was like, again, as a teenager, I was like, that's the car. And I remember specifically because the soundtrack was just so great.
Oh, it was so good.
It was so freaking good. I remember I can't remember what the name of the track is, but it was one track that I tried to be able to get the best time in. And I timed out my lap based on which point in the song for the Cure, She Sells Sanctuary. That's how I knew I was good. I was hitting the right spot because basically as soon as I get out of the tunnel on the one track, that's when the drums will kick in from the intro of She Sells Sanctuary. And I knew if I hit it at that point, I was like, I'm gonna have a good lap. I'm gonna 100% have a good lap. And if I didn't have a good lap, I would restart the race and restart with just that song, and I would keep going until I perfected it. And it's the one of the fondest memories I had just for playing that game.
That's the only series that has yet to come to like PC.
Right, you're right.
I don't think it would because legal with mods and everything like that. I don't think it would ever come out, to be honest.
Yeah, it'd be great if they could.
They pretty much get like every damn car, and then I'm sure like manufacturers will be like, yeah, we don't want.
I think it's just
our cars.
No, I think it's just. You were wrong, Steve. It was Gran Turismo 5 was on the PS3.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking PS2 because I didn't have a PS3.
So that was 3. Okay. Oh yeah.
That was definitely 3.
Yeah. It was 3 on PS3. Yeah. PS1. PS2. Sorry.
Yeah.
PS3. GT5 was actually pretty good too.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that the game was just look gorgeous. I remember because I don't know why in my head
a beautiful game.
I don't know why I remember in my head, but it was like it felt like it was like in my memory of playing that game. It felt like what games are like today as far as graphics capability. Like it just had that sick. Like I go back and watch like footage from GT3. I'm like, that's not the game I played because I remember like so differently. It was so realistic.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think it was just the vibe, the overall vibe. Like you were saying, how the music like cut into everything. Like it felt like, you know how like Tokyo Drift, like the movie made like street racing cool and everything.
Oh,
like that.
Yeah.
Like GT3 was like the game that made you feel like, yeah, this is like racing's cool. Like it's just not racing to meet your friends. Like this is cool. Like I'm cruising. I'm enjoying the laps. Like this is scenic. It feels beautiful. Like it's a vibe.
Question: did you do third person or did you do first person when playing that?
So I always did third. First,
I always did first.
First person for racing games, like just always like is just weird for me. Like it makes me feel like I don't have full control of the vehicle.
Right. Oh, I was sorry. I should say, like, I never did where I was inside the vehicle because the same thing. It's like I could never handle all of everything around it. But I remember, I think that there was a camera mode where you can go, like, the camera's on the front of the car.
Yeah, that's always usually like a generic option. Like,
I remember switching to that mode instead, and I just loved it. Like, it was great. It was like
it's like the hood of the car. Basically.
It was like the hood. Yes, 100%. Yeah. It was. That was the mode I stuck in with pretty much throughout the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to go back and try to replay that because that was some good times.
Good times. I know, like sometimes I because I store all of my old consoles in bins and like under the beds in my house. But like I feel like just going back and grabbing my memory card and just saying like, yeah, I still got it.
You know? Just walking around with her memory card as a necklace, you know. Well, sadly, these days gaming is not a good time, everyone. You know, RAM is super expensive, hard drives are super expensive. I bought when I was building or patching up my current computer right here, this RAM stick right here. DDR5, yes, I have one in my hands. Something rare right now. This
And,
one is a little,
and valuable. You can sell, you can
So I
sell it
think
for a
someone's
lot.
coming in through the front door.
well,
It's
it's faulty. I bought 4 of these, and it was 125, and 2 of them were like, oh, like there's some little error. It was only picking up like 2 of the 4. And I found out which 2 it was. So I have to get these replaced though. And if they was, I mean, it's a lifetime actually.
Did you put them into different slots to see if they would work?
Slots and everything.
Oh, okay.
So I have to still get these done. But I bought these at 125 on November 24th. November 2024. Now it's 650 for these sticks, which is ridiculous. And it's all because, and not all because, but it could be because he's part of the mastermind here. Good old Jeffrey Bezos right here, who said the quiet part out loud. And he is saying that, like, you know, he sees a world where people will just be renting computer spaces in the cloud. They'll just have a shell of a computer and be renting out spaces, like using like AWS or Microsoft's Azure and everything. And that's how you'll be using your computers. So even coming like for homegrown, even just coming for people who want to check or play solitaire or Spider or Minesweeper on the computers, coming for you too.
So pretty much what he's saying, he's bringing, he sees a future of virtual internet cafes. Like that's
you know what?
It's so bad.
Some rich people just need to learn.
Direction.
Some rich people just need to learn to shut the fuck up. They do not understand what the market or what anybody wants. What, we're gonna pay a subscription to access a computer now? Is that what we're going towards?
But you know what? People will. Think of how expensive, like Marcel was saying, right? Like how expensive that one component, if you want to build your PC, is. That means pre-built PCs that are built after this rise in costs, where they have to pay extra for the components, are going to quadruple in price, which means people won't be able to afford a PC, and we're already at that. This is where the consoles had that upper edge. And now it's just gotten to the point where, you know, they're in the forefront. You have consoles that are almost as expensive, or it used to be almost as expensive as building your PC, right? So it's like, what is someone going to do if they want to, say, not just game, but they want to stream the latest game? I mean, Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Cloud, they've been doing this. They've been streaming games, and it's
they've been prepping for it.
They've been,
and they already have ads running in those too.
Exactly. It's more money for those companies, right? Like, is this the future that Xbox kind of saw happening, right? Where it's not necessarily the components that I'm saying that they saw, but we're approaching that future that they were hoping would come much faster than it actually did. And I think, you know, although they were preparing for it, consumers weren't ready because the market didn't reflect a need for it. Now the market is reflecting a need for it because it's so expensive to build a new PC if you wanted to. It's really expensive. And even games are getting pricier. We've talked about that many times here. So it's like, okay, well, if I'm paying a subscription, I mean, if there is no lag, which I think would be, you know,
there's no lag now because not many are on.
But
yeah.
I mean, I think anything could be possible for billionaires that want to make more billions, right?
But
Like,
they're also the ones who are
make it happen.
They're also the ones driving this to this, like
direction,
because they're the ones buying everything.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just about to say, but also it's streaming culture. Like, if there was no Netflix, if there was no any of those streaming services, spot of music being streamed, like, there would be no idea of, like, what if you wanted to stream your components? Like, we already live online. My thing is, the issue would be price point, obviously, for people to get into this market, because there'd be so much hesitation. It would have to be priced competitively. And then security. Right. It's like, how secure would your information be if you're renting these the capability online to be able to stream PC games at a high FPS, right?
Right. Like, I mean, I'm thinking about, like, okay, let's play this scenario out. Okay, so, like, basically, in order to be able to get, like, you don't have a PC anymore. There's no desktop box. There's no laptop. There's basically just, it's all in the cloud now, and it's like whether it's a smart TV, like I see it as maybe like a smart TV app or something like that, where you just open it up, it connects to a computer that's on a server somewhere that has all the bells and whistles, as you said, and whether it's for gaming or just for work, it basically you connect to it, you just connect to like a mouse and keyboard, and you're paying a subscription fee of what, like $50 a month or something like that. I don't know, like with the price of whatever, and you get access to like a high end thing. The way that like that's like billionaires or these tech companies, they want you to get to they want the industry to get to that, because it means that it's regular income like on a monthly basis for everybody. It would mean but it also would mean the death of people with laptops, because there would be no need for because laptops would be too expensive to have. So you'd have to have something to be able to connect to as a computer, and whether that's a phone or something, I don't know. So basically, like, you won't have laptops anymore,
they
or
might
maybe
sell it to you as
they might sell it to you, as a thing, but it's
device, like how people
sure, you pay a subscription for it, and it's like your phone. You pay a premium, or you pay a fee on your monthly bill because you're paying for the phone, or you're paying for the laptop with it. And then also it would mean like more like, okay, this is a big thing for the for broadcast or for telecoms, because the internet has to be like extremely fast, like fiber pretty much across the board, in order for you to be able to get the speeds that people would want. And the capacity
for all that data to be like where
so
is that being stored.
If you go that route, then it's like, then it means more data centers, because you have to have, because everybody's going to need it. Everybody's going to need to be able to access the server on the cloud. They need space for it, so they have to build more server houses, and then they have to build more infrastructure for it. So it's going to be, I would say, even worse footprint than what currently AI is doing. It's just so that we can be able to get have a subscription to a PC, which is, again, for billionaires, it makes so much sense because it makes them so much money, which is why they need to shut the fuck up. But it's like, for everyone else, it's like the most inconvenient and the most like biggest carbon footprint of anything that we've ever created in the history of mankind, or history of humankind. And it's just that's what, like, Marcel, you told me that this was going to be angry Steve. This is it. I am so pissed off about this, and it's going to make things so much more worse. And it's like, we do not, again, it just basically, the TLDR is, we do not need a subscription to a computer. Come on.
It's and like when AWS, like the times when it goes down, like an outage, you don't realize how many things are running via AWS, and you're like, why can I? Like, it's crazy. So
that happened in Canada with Rogers when that went down. Almost everything failed.
Had no access to money. They can't even go to any bank. No 911 calls.
You couldn't pay for anything because all the terminals were down because of the connected through Rogers, and it just you had to have cash. Who had cash anymore? No one.
People were shocked.
I know that's the crazy thing. It's like, we grew up watching these movies that talk about the future of, sci-fi movies talk about the future, talking about how there'll be no money, we're using cards, our money is just a number in the bank, we're already there. And then it's now like, where's the ownership of things that you purchase? Like, that was my, I'm a physical copies kind of gal for games, and that's my hesitation. We've seen news stories where games, they are removed from online libraries, and you purchased it and now you don't have access to that game anymore, right? So it's like, what limitations would be there other than like all the ugly crap that's just horrible if this were to happen, if this future is true? But like, what limitations would the user have in terms of what can they access, right? Is there going to be different levels of subscriptions where you have access to, oh my gosh, I'm just thinking of the monopoly of like phone, like data, like phone data, and like how that was horrible here in Canada, like, and still kind of is crap too. And you had these companies that were the monopoly of it, and it's like anything you went over, you had to like pay additional.
Yeah.
It's just like
Mhm.
there should be laws in place to protect consumers, and unfortunately, when you have just these big companies that own just about anything and everything, they get to really make fools of all of us. Because it's like, we talk about it now, but if it gets to a point where, these companies are making these this online computer essentially that you could rent out online, partner with game studios to make a title that's exclusively for them, well, guess what, we'd probably be subscribing to them if it's a really good game title or it's from a studio that we grew up loving or loved their previous games.
Yeah, like what if Resident Evil 10 is like exclusive on GeForce Now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. It's like I
It's on Luna only. You're like, what? I want to play a Tomb Raider.
I mean, I don't. I like that could happen. That's the thing. It's like
it's definitely coming on Luna. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
but,
like Amazon owns Tomb Raider 100%. They're going to put it on Luna. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's. I used to say the common meme was like, say like going back to Xbox, Game Pass is the best value in gaming because you can be able to stream or play all the games that you want for low price. Now it's not really low anymore.
Well, that's what I say was the best.
Was the best value in gaming, 100%. Yeah, but that's the problem is that it basically soured enough people to be like streaming games doesn't seem to be the way to go. It's an idea, and I think it still has merit, but the price is just like we're at a point where now we're at like again, we've talked about this a few times, but it's like gaming is now a luxury. It is not something that anyone can be able to just pick up and be able to jump into the hobby. It is a luxury. You either have to own a decent gaming PC or own a console, or if you buy into the Xbox ecosystem and this is an Xbox, have a phone and you can be able to play games, but you still have to pay a subscription price for it. But even then, it's like subscription. But I don't want to pay $30 a month to be able to have access to Game Pass. Like that just seems like way too much money to spend, especially this day and age. And I don't know if we have to start like adding more and more subscription services. Like did we not learn anything from cable cutting? Like it's just like we all have a generation of cable cutters, and now they're gone.
But they learned that they can make more money. That's all that matters to them, right? Like at the end of the day, the figurative they doesn't care about the consumer. They care about the consumer's money, and
I would not be surprised.
Consumers' habits, and knows that consumers will buy this. I think what's frustrating is it will affect game development. It will affect streaming. Even like it's going to affect all of these things,
and like in every media as well, like with movies, TVs, and everything. It wouldn't
necessarily affect it to the point where it's obviously affecting it too. Like you could have it where it's like, okay, say you rent a PC and you're able to stream off of it, but you have a time limit because you have a cap or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Now like the beauty of what makes things like Twitch great, where anyone could create and anyone could hustle hard to become a great streamer and hopefully build a community and an audience. Well, guess what? That's now limited behind a paywall. So that only means the people that are rich can now pay to get, a creator status and work hard for that. So developers that, indie developers, we saw it happen with Xbox. They go under an umbrella hoping that there'll be more opportunities because their games will be available for the masses. And guess what? They're not seeing the return on their investment to being exclusively on a streaming service.
Sure.
So it will have a ripple effect, but I don't think this is going to be something that we see in the near future. But I think check back in 10 years and let's have this conversation again.
I don't know because
I'm thinking 5 years to be
they're pushing it real fast. And then not only that, I'm glad you mentioned something with time, Camille, because right now with GeForce Now, the free option, there's no priority access, so you're in queue. So that's another option, another issue you have to wait for. What
was it back in the day that we had to we had to go to Congress about the internet? It with tiered access. It was you have to pay extra to be able to get the priority access to specific websites. What was net neutrality? It was the whole net,
right.
this is
Yeah.
network neutrality being broken in front of our eyes with GeForce Now.
This is the conversation again, right? The internet was deemed something as like it's like access to the internet is actually a basic human right, I believe now, or something like that.
I don't know if it's officially so, but I agree with it. It should be. I mean, a necessity of life, right?
Yeah, because of the information, because of like safety, being able to connect and communicate, which is why
to do your banking, for your finances, everything is
It's
all
making a call. It's internet.
Yeah.
But even like developing countries, have that access, and it's like, are we now going back to this net neutrality conversation of like, okay, what is basic human right here when it comes to the internet and access, and even like access to, like, I know this is a luxury item and entertainment and gaming is luxury, but access, like a consumer conversation of like, okay, what is now taking a real advantage of the consumer rather than, just making your pockets bigger. And it'll be interesting. And that's why I say I don't think it'll be like for another 10 years. I think we'll see things like this implemented, but I don't think that it'll be introduced in a marketplace where the consumer feels like they have to do it because that's the only option. I think that point may come in 10 years, where that's the real conversation, when you have majority of people who would use a PC being like, okay, this is now becoming like something where I have to consider. And you have a lot of consumers that are going to subscription bases, and it's kind of like Netflix. That's when you see price hikes on those subscriptions.
Yeah.
It's like Adobe. Adobe, I'm coming after you because, like, honestly, I'm subscribed to way too much Adobe products, and it's like it shouldn't.
Oh,
I used to be able to buy them.
Yep. So you know what happened to me? Actually, it was happened to me in November/December. I was still using Adobe. I was like, the two programs I used the most was Premiere and Audition, because I stopped using Photoshop because I was basically using Canva for that, which is another subscription cost, but it's cheaper than Adobe. But I was paying $50 a month Canadian to have Adobe Cloud Access, like full cloud access. It was because I was grandfathered in for an education deal that I got when I was still teaching.
Yeah,
because it was great. And then
we need to talk about what you were paying, because
I know, but get this. So then it was like, then in November they were like, okay, you need to recertify that you are still able to use the education discount. And I went in and basically they have to you have to go through of like a process of like, okay, you have to submit your pay stub for the past like 90 days to show that you're receiving a paycheck from it. It's like, it's now gotten to the point where it's like, it used to be you just put in your email address, they check to make sure it's still active, and then it works. Now not so much. And then they said that they told me, but if you don't recertify your education discount, your price goes from $50 a month to $100 a month.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, cancel my.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No. I get, because the other thing, the student discount on Adobe, right? They used to do that where it's like they just send an email. That's how it's verified.
That's how it used to be.
They needed
Not anymore.
Your student ID, all this stuff, right? But then also, it's like you can't cancel the subscription monthly. So it's like you have to at least.
Yes, exactly.
And it's like that should be illegal. Like if someone's going through a hard time financially, right? And like they're like, oh, you know what? This month, like it's between rent and all of my Adobe products, because let's face it, it's pretty much like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like they should be able to cancel that product and be able to have it canceled like for the next billing cycle. With Adobe, you have to wait for like 3 months or whatever.
No, it's literally so it's even like it's back to what cell phones used to be. If you cancel in the middle of your contract, you have to pay the difference.
Yeah. You have to pay the difference.
Right.
Yeah. You're
that's
right.
what.
Because I went through that. I think it was 2 years ago when I was like I was having a mid Adobe crisis, and I was just like, honestly, I'm like, I was calling all my friends. I'm like, do you have an Adobe subscription? Like, do you want to go halvesies? Like I was trying to, like I was like, I'm paying way too much for all these. Why am I paying separately for Adobe Reader when that should just be included
That
in
should be
all of
included
the
in your
subscriptions?
computer.
It should be
In all of the
100%.
subscriptions. Like if you want to make someone pay for it, just have them buy Adobe Premiere or Photoshop or something. It just include Reader. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Even when you just had to put a stupid signature on a PDF, they're like, "Oh,
Yes,
that
you have
does
to have
cost
the
you money." I'm
pro
like,
version, which
or
you get
I just
paid for it.
want to convert it into
I can't even get my money to sign on the stupid paper. They'll pay me to pay this.
And they try to lock you in being like, you can get this cheap price. It's like, it doesn't, it makes sense. You know what? 25 bucks a month. That's not bad or whatever, but you're locked into 2 years. And if you try to cancel, you have to pay the difference. And it's like, it's so nickel and diming you for so little value anymore.
Yeah. And then make canceling convoluted. Like you go into
Exactly.
cancel, then it's like giving you an offer. So then you they're trying to keep you with them.
Yep.
And you're like, no, I want to cancel. And then
they don't even offer a plan.
Then they give you like sometimes another offer, or then they'll be like, okay, these are the terms. Do you agree? I'm like, yes, I agree. Can I just cancel this thing?
Yep.
And they're like, if you cancel, you will lose access to this. I'm like, why are these on all different windows? Just put it on the same agreement. Let me press OK and cancel my freaking
And the worst part is the plans that they offer you is like, as you're trying to cancel, being like, hey, maybe you want to choose this plan instead. Unless you're like, you use Photoshop and Illustrator. If you're a video editor, there's no plan that combines apps into combines Premiere into any of their plans unless you get the full creative suite. And then if you were like, okay, well, I used Premiere and I use Audition. Well, that's $30 a month each just for those two.
It's like, come on, create a combo pack. It's like Adobe is like sucking me dry. And it's like, I was talking to my friend about this, who is a videographer, does a lot of editing, and he's like, he just moved to DaVinci. I
just did too. I haven't paid for the full version of it yet because the main, like the free version has a lot. Yep. It does everything that I needed to do right now.
Though. But honestly, what
are you doing? Look at Marcella is here with us complaining about Adobe, but wondering
how's DaVinci making money? You're giving away much for free.
$400 for the full suite.
Are there ads on their when you're editing?
No, I mean, it's just there is some, like, it's not like a full like it does offer a lot more than just a basic editor, but it's just like there are some things that are like locked into that makes things a little bit easier. Like say for instance, captions or transcribing a video or or doing AI multicam for like stuff like that is locked to the paid version, which you pay once. That's it. Which is a decent price. It's expensive, but it's $400 forever. But then if you look on the other side with Canva, so I pay $17 a month for Canva and I use it pretty much on a daily basis. So it's well worth the money that the amount of usage I have for it. They bought Affinity, which was basically kind of like a Photoshop clone. They bought it and they had Affinity, and then they had also for photos, for illustrations, and for design. It basically was covering the Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. They just announced that basically they combined all three of those into one app. It's free forever. You don't, and the only thing you have to pay for is you have a Canva Pro subscription. You get some of the AI stuff, which is not even like worth. Basically, like you could just go with the free version. You never even have to touch any of that stuff, and it's good. I think it's going to take Adobe out for lunch because this is. I hate swearing, but but it's fucking ridiculous how Adobe conducts their business.
Honestly, I could go on and on talking, and I know we won't because we actually have to talk games. But it's like I feel like there needs to, especially within gaming, and this is the scary part with just safety nets for younger gamers and also for older gamers. It's like the ability to purchase when we were younger. There was so much of a hurdle, right? Because we would have to go to our parents, we would need a credit card, and we would need it for each purchase. Now, a kid could just be like, hey, I need to just pay this thing, and then like my nephew, oh my gosh,
they lock you in with a 7-day free, and then he doesn't tell you he bought it. because there's a free trial, and then next thing you're like, wait a minute, why are we being charged $300?
But my nephew didn't even know he made a purchase, partially because of me. I should have set up a passcode on my PlayStation, but he only started playing my PlayStation a lot when he comes over, so I never thought about it because I'm usually the primary user of my PlayStation. So I don't have a passcode when I go to purchase because I usually know when I'm purchasing something, I'm purchasing it.
And you don't want to lock yourself out for getting the passcode either.
Well, exactly. I've done that once, and it was irritating. But he was on the homepage of the PlayStation menu, and it was showing up something for EA Sports, something like FIFA. Yeah, FIFA. And he clicked it because he's played FIFA at his friend's house, and he just clicked out of it, and then he went along and started playing Fortnite. And I get a notification because I'm not home. He's at my house with my mom. Someone purchased FIFA. I'm like, wait, what? Why? Why? And my nephew's like, oh my God, Auntie, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just clicked it. And I said, I do not want it. And that's why I left it. And he didn't know, right? And I feel like, that's obviously an extreme situation because I could have put a lock on my PlayStation or my credit card. But I mean, in just general, like even going online and like, everyone tries to get you on a subscription, and it's so easy to opt in and so hard to opt out.
Get out.
And you keep getting charged for things over and over again. And I feel like there really has to be some sort of consumer protection as we move deeper into the subscription.
Oh, absolutely. Because I'm like
every outlet of our lives.
Because adding into like the gaming element, I mean, we've all like been sticker shock price when it comes to like the PlayStation Plus membership. Because right now the premium version, which is the thing that gets you everything, is still $224.99 for a year. And and I just got dinged for the month. I forgot that that PlayStation was going to renew. PlayStation Plus was going to renew, and I got the essential, and it's still $100, $110 a month or $110 a year. Sorry, not a month.
I was like, oh my God,
PlayStation Plus,
like,
the essential plan. I'm still on Adobe. I'm still
pretty much what you'd be paying for Adobe every month.
Yeah,
exactly. But it's like, it's not worth it. Like even like it, like yes, we complain about the sticker shock price of Xbox, which is like for Ultimate, it's what 33 or is it $34 a month for PlayStation right now. So like times that by 12, it's $396. But I think. So it's about $200 more than what the PlayStation is offering on their top tier price. But I think the $200 at least, it's like I want to defend Xbox a little bit, but it's like again sticker shock price of $200 extra a year, and you're paying, but you get access to hundreds of games to be able to play at any given point. I'm like, that to me is a much better value compared between the PlayStation Plus catalog. But I don't know. It's like I had the huge sticker shock.
You don't own the games. You don't.
No.
They can just take your game in the middle.
Take it away.
Kingdom Hearts 2,
exactly.
Which happened to me, and then you can't play Kingdom Hearts 2 because it's not on the library.
Don't worry, it's coming on Switch too. The whole collection.
Like here's the thing. It's like essential.
File is on my Xbox.
Like I'm looking at the prices right now. Essential is $109. So that's the cheapest thing you can be able to get. And you get monthly games, online multiplayer, they say exclusive discounts, you get cloud storage. Extra, you get the game catalog plus Ubisoft plus classics. You get monthly game share play, online multiplayer, and all that stuff. That's $189. So for an additional $70, you can upgrade to extra. This is per year, by the way, again, not per month. And then premium gets you classics catalog, game trials, cloud streaming, and then everything else. Again, $224.99. Like I kind of wished actually that PlayStation would just like, hey, give you a heads up. Hey, this is going to renew in about a month, because I looked at that email when I got, I'm like, did I just spend $110 and I forgot that it renewed?
And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, come on.
One more thing.
Gaming's expensive. That's the title of the episode. Gaming's the gaming rent is too damn high.
Rental,
Don't watch this podcast. It's too expensive.
Too expensive. No, watch this podcast so we can afford our fees.
Yes, please.
But another thing I want to bring up with GeForce, yes, they have their whole thing, $280 for 12 months if you want like the ultimate package, and keep in mind, like, you're streaming. Some things you can install to play. You have access to 4,000 plus games, but you only have an 8-hour gaming session. That's your max. And then they're like, oh, you may be able to set many game like new sessions. You may be able to, like, they might just lock in, like, oh, you played too much for today.
Is that cumulative for the whole day, or is that like for one session you can't go longer than 8 hours?
It just says for one session.
So you can literally just log out just before 8 hours, log back in, and start up a brand new 8-hour session.
They said there's no set limit to how many times a member may start a new, but they could change that.
That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
Was their legal. Their legal went in and was like, you should change this to May.
Yeah, because
they want to make more money later.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, you want to re-log in again? Give us $50.
Yeah, extend your session with tier 2. Like, I can already see it written.
Here's the thing that I hope to, like, because I just had a scary thought of potential future. I just hope and I pray, y'all who are listening and watching, please put your hands together and pray to the gaming gods that Steam doesn't offer a subscription service.
Oh man, honestly,
if they did that, video games are over. Video games are over. Sorry, if they offered a subscription service, it's done. It just cook it. The gaming is dead as far as about 20xx. Just because if Steam ever offered that, because that's just it's gone too far. It's gone way too far. In fact, you need a subscription sometimes just to be able to like use a light bulb. Like, why? Why?
Like
don't have sense.
Oh, you want another friend to play with you? All right, that's $50 for them.
Oh, you
I mean, like basic stuff.
On this ring that's supposed to help your health. Well, guess what? You need a subscription for every month
to
keep alive. You know,
actually, I found a free. I do a free one. I have a free one. I paid $40 for the ring. I use a Q ring, which is with the app on my phone. There's no subscription. I don't pay a damn thing for this smart ring.
I gotta get the link for that one.
I'll send you a line.
Frames. I went to buy a digital frame for my mom over the holidays. And like I got an Aura frame, which was nice. There was no subscription needed. But the others, it's like, god damn. Some of these subscriptions for these frames.
So you can have the storage right on the cloud. So you can have all the photos up there.
I just want her to see all the photos so she remembers how much she loves me. Like every day.
Should have given her a poster at this point.
Probably.
I was considering it. I was going to go to Staples, get one printed, and just be like, "Mom,
like here's your
this is what I can afford."
Yeah. Here's your grandchild.
But yeah, this is this is your fault, Jeff Bezos. This is all your fault.
I love how we started this with basically, it's all Jeff's fault.
You know, but this is where they're trying to push gaming, and not only gaming, everything. Like as their whole personal computer is becoming rent a computer and everything.
It's either A, subscriptions are basically taking over the world, or B, if CES this year was any indication, every device you're going to own is going to have some sort of AI in it.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like I think it could go a good way. Like the rent thing, where what if they had a pay to own? You know, like you pay you get a PC essentially, and you pay monthly. And you pay to own. You pay.
But that's now. We do that now.
That's what
I mean, you technically could, I guess.
Like, do this. What we're doing now.
Just leave everything alone. Like, I feel like is it possible for them to like regulate how much companies could buy all these RAMs and like, hey, this certain percentage have to go to consumers.
If there
like, who's in charge of these things?
If there was something to regulate that, then there would be something regulating how much people buy little Labubu's from other people. Okay, because like honestly,
that should be stopped too. I blame those little demons. I blame them. Everyone's being blamed.
Not gonna lie, I didn't cave into it, but during the middle of that craze, when everyone was posting about it on TikTok, I was like, oh man, I can go for something for Labubu maybe. I didn't do it, but it got me for a second.
You remembered your Adobe subscription.
I
That
remember
made you stop.
100% my Adobe subscription. Yeah.
He was about to,
The
but that's when he got
Boo-Boo
the
or
email.
premium?
Thank you for
Yeah. Although the idea of blind boxes, that's a whole other thing too. It's like that's now become a bigger craze is blind boxes for everything.
Which is fun. You know, it's fun.
Hey, it's what drives the Pokemon craze.
Why is there such high value on these things when like just some kid out there just wants a regular Charizard? Like why?
What was okay?
Who
is it?
Lego's like becoming like that now.
Lego, 100%. But who was it in like was it in our group? Like was it Riley that basically like scanned in old Pokemon cards and found one that was like $17,000?
Oh, his collection is worth.
His collection was that okay?
Yeah.
What the heck? I hope he sells it. I hope to God he sells it.
Because you know what? One with the price of the subscription for renting PCs and gaming, all we're gonna have is the physical media and Pokemon cards.
True.
And that's when it's gonna be pricey, and that's when he should sell.
I am now officially like I am fully on board on the going back to the old school nostalgia analog like ways to be able to do things. I am literally just to try to calm myself down. I am playing lo-fi music on an old iPod Classic that I currently am listening to. Hold on, here we go. If I can bring it up here we go. It's like I bought it off of eBay for like it was like $100 and something, but it was so worth it. The guy actually even upgraded the hard drive, so it's 130 gig hard drive in this thing.
Damn.
Steve, don't you like it? Smooth sounds of music without any ads.
Oh, it's so great
on your
great
screen.
No buffering because
no buffering. It has a headphone jack, jack of all things.
That's crazy.
It's great. I love it.
All my music that I lost, I thought, I did lose because my phone glitched. I found it all. It's all right in here. I'm gonna start.
Hell yeah!
Loading it back up. This is my college hard drive.
I will say, I even though the subscription thing or the digital like things you don't own your music. I love the fact that basically I opened up my iPod when I set it up. I was installing it because I had to install iTunes. I hadn't installed iTunes in forever. When I logged in with my account, it still had all my music that I purchased on iTunes years ago. Mm-hmm. So I still had all my entire library. So I downloaded it all to my iPod, and I'm just like, I'm living my best life right now, music life right now. I'm listening to music that I hadn't listened to since I was a teenager, which is great.
There you go. One more gaming thing I just want to say very quickly is that Marathon has a release date, March 5th, and it'll cost $40. So good luck to Bungie.
That's actually a good price, and it's a good date for it, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see how well it does. See how well it does compared to like Arc Raiders, which whether or not it's going to make a dent in Arc Raiders, it just has to be really good. Well, I mean, the voice cast that they announced for it, I'm like, that's actually a pretty decent voice cast. So they got something in there.
Yeah, if you're serious, you're just gonna get like the all stars of voice casting there. So it did climb up to number 5. Well, now it's at 6 on the top sellers list. So it is up there. So everything else in front of it is like free games like where the Wind meets, Magic the Gathering. Warframe, Arc Raiders is there as well, Counter Strike, and the Steam Deck is number 1 on top sellers on Steam right now. So
that's cool.
Yeah. With that being said, Steve, what's going on for you for the rest of the week? I know we got Xbox on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming that on my channel. We're doing the reaction live, and currently working on a fun game design project that I'm doing through stream. We're doing I'm trying to be able to create like a fun little game that you can be able to play with like dice, and I'm going to print off my own dice with my 3D printer and bring it to GDC, just to kind of give it a see what happens. Basically there's me that, and and then I've got a video coming out this week that I'm talking about a Hades run that I did that kind of encompasses a lot of my thoughts about Hades and also just accessibility or inaccessibility. Who knows? We'll see. I'm doing that on a video this week for my YouTube channel. So
cool. Yeah. Awesome. Camille, how about yourself? You get it finally by Animal Crossing?
I was just about to say I'm actually hopping to Animal Crossing. I'm still playing Bonanza, trying to 100% it.
Okay.
There's so much to do in that game. And
There
I
is,
get
yeah.
distracted so easily in that game. Like, I'm just like, oh, what's over there? And then I forget where I was going. Anyways, that's a whole other problem. So I may take a break from that and then hop into Animal Crossing. And yeah, I taken some movies that I didn't quite watch, which is very abnormal to me. Like, I wanted to watch Aliens Badlands, so I may actually
Ooh, I haven't watched that yet. I do want to watch it.
Yeah. How about you?
If you need some bells, I might have some for you, Camille. Just
Okay,
saying.
you're saying that like you're Tom Nook, or I feel like I'm gonna have to argue.
I didn't say you had to all back or
Just how
anything,
you
but
said it,
one
you're
day you might get a text message.
Being like, hey,
Don't ask
pay me
questions,
back
right?
the bells.
Go ask questions, all right? But like, meet me here, coffee shop, 3 a.m.
It's like that meme. It's like we need your keys. We gotta go hurt some people.
Yeah,
Which car we're gonna take?
right? We need something here. All right. Yeah, for me as well, we're Xbox event, and there's a bunch of content that I need to film as well with some stuff that I received. So that you all hopefully all will see very soon. So but I'm very excited for the Xbox event to see what they have and this mystery fourth game that they might have at the show's rumored to have. They
A lot of theories, but I'm not locking into anything. I'm just like, I'm willing to be surprised.
Yeah. And then Final Fantasy also comes on the Switch too, so I want to try that out, see how it looks on there. So
right, I forgot that was this week. Wait, is it 16 or 7?
7.
7. Okay, right.
7 remake integrate. So, and then Neo came out today, so I want to check that out. It's on Game Pass. It's like a Metrovania style of game. I've been hearing a lot of good things on that game as well. So
cool.
Let me give that one a try. And
I've
then
also been like, I may want to buy that Lego set. Like the Ganon Lego set.
Oh, the Link to Zelda
set.
Yeah.
It's, man, I've my friend Andrew, him and his mother she will be helping him building stuff as well, like she's getting hooked to like on Lego for herself as well, and like they're already looking to purchase, like there's like a frame Lego that you get like to have 3D, like even they're looking for that's like sold out already and everything.
As someone who loves and builds a ton of Lego, I think probably my biggest set is about just under, I want to say 8,000 pieces. It's the Bat Cave Shadow Box from Batman Returns. I've built that. I've built the 89 Batmobile. I've built the Apollo 11 Lunar Lander. I've built a lot of. I'm building the typewriter right now. It's my favorite pastime.
He knows Lego.
I know. I want to get the Enterprise D. That's my big one. I want to be able to get.
Gosh, that'd be
It's
I know.
$400 though.
Like, I know. Oh my gosh!
I want it so bad though.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. And then I saw the price. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's
legit 2 Adobes, just so you know.
It's 2 Adobes.
Yeah, it's 2 Adobes, just letting you know. But yeah, we'll see you all here next week, seeing what Xbox has announced, and hopefully some good gaming news. Hopefully we want to rent out systems anymore. Take care, everyone.
Podcast space.
God.
No, don't give me ideas. Bye, everyone. I'm gonna cry.
Bye.